Welcome to SLARTIFY episode 1. I was very fortunate to have as my first guest, Agata Oleksiak, also known as Olek. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've tried recording this intro 5 or 6 times. So I'm just going to read Olek's profile from Wikipedia. But just to add, there's so much more than that. So Agata Oleksiak, known as Olek, is a Polish artist who is based in New York City. Their works include sculptures, installations, such as crocheted bicycles, inflatables, performance pieces, and fiber art. They have covered buildings, sculptures, people, and an apartment with crochet, and has exhibited in the United States, UK, Germany, Brazil, Turkey, France, Italy, Poland, and Costa Rica. So this interview was more than I expected, so much more than I expected. The strange thing was, as I was the supposed person interviewing, that there's kind of a unspoken rule, if you like, that you have to be in control of the conversation. I felt like I kind of let go of that, and it was almost as if Olek was teaching me and interviewing me. I'm still kind of lost for words. I had about 15 or so pre-prepared questions that I sent over to Olek originally before we had the chat. What we talk about kind of goes beyond a lot of what I wanted to ask anyway, so you'll see for yourself. And there was a question that Olek asked me that really stumped me, so you'll get to see me being quite uncomfortable, but it was quite useful at the same time. So without further ado, I will pass you over to the podcast, and please subscribe, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Went to Greenwood to have the conversation view over there, and it snowed last night in New York, and it's beautiful, so it was quite an exercise. By the time I got there, actually they were closed today because of the snow.
Oh, no.
No, it's okay. It was beautiful, I kind of had the feeling, but it's a beautiful day in New York. When it's snow like this, it's the pace changes, and it's really gorgeous.
Oh, lovely. Yeah.
That's why I needed some extra time, because I had to come back.
Oh, no, that's okay. It must be nice. It never really snows like that in the UK anymore. It's like...
Yeah. Where are you right now, actually?
I'm in Swindon, which is near Bristol. Yeah.
Okay.
Over to the west. But you spent some time in London, didn't you, before?
Oh, I did. It was it was an interesting story. I did.
Okay, maybe you can tell that in a bit then.
No, let's everything. Well, in a way, everything is a good memory. To tell me something about you, if you can introduce yourself to me, just like curiosity,
Yeah, sure.
Simple question, who are you?
Who am I? Oh, God, that's a difficult question. Well, basically, we'll start off why I got in touch and why I'm doing this. Well, basically...
But really think about the question, who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
See that I changed the subject because I find it difficult to answer.
I know, but it's okay, who are you?
Okay.
We can also take a few breaths, it really helps to kind of take a deep breath.
Okay.
We can disconnect from everything else that was, in our whole day today, how we accumulate all the information, and take a few breaths. Do you meditate?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so
who am I?
And you can think about, think more into maybe more metaphysical dimensions, you don't need to be confined to any social construct.
I had a feeling the conversation would go this way from reading your posts, which is fine because I'm into that. So, well, let's start off by saying I feel like I'm deeply connected in a spiritual way. I've always been a sensitive person. I was always quite shy. I felt quite nervous about doing this podcast because I was overthinking what was happening. I think deeply about things, life, death. Both of my parents have died in the past year and a half. So that's made me think about, in a good way, everyone dies, but that's made me reflect on my own life, and I'm more grateful. So that's, I guess, a lot of artists can relate in that way because they just want to express in a different way. So yeah, that's...
But still, who are you? That's a beautiful, you share all this, with me, because you think it defines you, but think who you are without all of this.
Without all of this, I am everything. I'm unlimited.
Yeah, that's beautiful how you say you are everything. That's beautiful. I am everything. I think that's a beautiful answer, and beautiful way you put exactly what the word is. We are everything and everybody.
Yeah, well, the things I was describing to you, that's just my persona. We're so much more than our personas. We have to live in this existence in our persona to do things in the world.
Actually, in different stages in our life, we understand this in different way. And we have to understand that every single of us understands everything in different way, because we are in different stages of cleansing our soul. You ask me why I decided to, to talk to you. And when I checked your message, you said something to me that your art teacher stopped you from doing art. And so it's interesting, I have had a start like this in the 7th grade when I had a situation with a teacher. I'm not going to details right now, but what I thought it stopped me from doing art for a very long time till I moved to the United States, to New York. But actually, that was the best thing that could have happened to me. And I think that life is actually exactly like this, Everything what happens, it happens for a particular reason, to give us a direction or teach us a lesson. I don't like the expression teaching us a lesson. I feel like it's like giving us directions. But we have to understand this where, it's in a way to benefit you. And if you start seeing your life that everything that is thrown into you is to benefit you, then you start seeing the life a different way.
Yeah, that's interesting you say that, because I do see it that way now. I think I was blaming my art teacher for years, and it wasn't actually getting me anywhere. I was just feeling resentful. But probably in the past year, I've kind of seen it as a blessing, because I've got so much more to express from what was happening in my life since then. Maybe I had nothing to say then. So yeah, I see it as a blessing. Everything is happening for some reason or another. So why did you, that was one of my questions, why did you accept my invitation?
Because it happened to me that I had, I was like a very, talented kid, and it was like, painting, drawing, winning all kinds of art competitions. Even the fact that I moved from Poland to New York was all connected to it. So that's why I want to, tell you that don't blame the people for something, because they're actually your best teachers. Those are the best teachers that we could ask for. At the moment you say thank you to this teacher and be grateful that they came into your life, then things will change for you.
Thank you.
And that's why I wanted to, tell you this.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's why I try and be honest. I know you're quite a big name and everything, and you've been doing professional art for a while. I'm sure you get many requests from people, and I just wanted to be honest. I didn't want to put anything that inflated to perceive myself to be. I just put who I was, and who wants to accept will, and who declines it. So I do appreciate you.
We are all reflection of each other, and can just hope that if we wanna see that change, we have to be part of the change, and gratitude is really important aspect of our life right now, and healing. And I think we all going in, the whole world has been going through a healing this year that was forced on us, and and I could hear your call for help, in a way that I felt I want to talk to you, because I really want to